Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Hope you're off to a good start. This is Thursday. Usually towards the end of the week, in my experience, I've found morning routines have, start to fall to the wayside, I suppose. As you get towards the weekend, you get a bit excited. And some of those real good routines and disciplines that you have start to slip a little bit. And that's been a struggle for me for many, many years. And then to try and keep those routines throughout the weekend, that's been a real challenge for me. So that's certainly my goal, is to become more consistent with these morning routines. Because if you let yourself go a day, you can usually get back on track. 2 days, a little bit harder. 3 days, often you're not getting back up. So I think it's really important to keep on going. Even if it's not feeling right, or if you feel a bit rushed or under pressure, just try to find some time to dedicate to your morning routine. So what have you done today? Have you gelled with any of my morning routines so far? Anything that I do that maybe resonates with you? Have you tried any of them? Perhaps you've got a really good morning routine at the moment that you do. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. So comment below and let me know what you do in your morning to get your day off to a good start. Today I want to talk about meditation. Now for a lot of people, if you've never meditated, it sounds like a bit of a spiritual woo-woo sort of subject. But I think more and more nowadays it's becoming more commonplace. And I hear more and more people talk about their meditation practices. And it's been now proven scientifically that taking time to meditate, it's like meditating, but if you take time to meditate daily, you'll find yourself more able throughout the day to get through the challenges of life, to get through the adversity that you might face, just to be calmer and to be more present throughout the day as well. So my meditation practice started way back when I started the Hidden Why podcast, which has been running for, over 10 years now. And a lot of the people I interview on the podcast talk about meditation, or many of them do. And I get actually meditation experts coming on the podcast as well, talking about their theories and practices. Now, there's a bunch of different mindfulness meditation practices out there. There's a bunch of different apps that you can get as well. Headspace, Calm, you name it. There's a bunch out there that you can try. I've tried them, and I certainly think it's a good place to start for some people, because it does guide you. It helps you understand the process without getting a coach in to help you, or without going out there and spending money on classes. You can actually just jump online and do your own thing in the comfort of your own home online. I started out simply by listening to people and what they did, and then I just sat in my room, usually against a wall on the floor, something like that, and I focused on breath. I did breathing meditation, mindfulness meditation. And it's grown from there. I tried different things over the years. People would come on the show, talk about this and that. I'd give it a crack. And then I've just sort of adopted it to what makes me feel good. Now I do the Wim Hof breathing meditation. And that's kind of a combination of breathing exercise, but also meditation, because you are focusing on your breath. I also lie down on acupuncture mats, and I think that's really good for me as well. So you can do a bunch of different things. People do all sorts of different things. And I think it's really important to differentiate between maybe doing some form of exercise as meditation as well. Now, yoga is a really good mindfulness practice, but I still think finding the time to sit there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it might be, and try and really go within and find that quiet silence, so that space. The mind's always moving. It's almost impossible to stop it from talking and the chitter-chatter. But through meditation, you will find a greater sense of presence and a greater sense of calmness. And that's certainly my experience. And I would absolutely say to anyone, if you haven't started it yet, give it a go and give it a couple of months and see how you feel after. Because I've noticed now I'm a very high intense, I love to be busy, love to be productive, sometimes hyper. Meditation helps me really just stay grounded, to calm down. And when you're finding those situations that become a little bit intense, maybe through conflict, or maybe when the extra workload's on your plate, you can find this time to just pause a little bit more and refocus and remain calm. And therefore, you're better able to do those things with a greater level of clarity and dedication. So I really have found it's worked in my life. Certainly when a situation arises, it actually helps you pause before you react. And I think a lot of us will, get into a situation like the car scene is a really typical one, where someone cuts in front of you and you just react and explode. Meditation will actually help you pause and reflect. And even if it's a moment, it helps you just reground before you react in a way that perhaps isn't conducive to the situation, perhaps isn't going to be healthy to neither you or the other party that might be involved in that situation. So meditation, great thing to do as far as your morning routine goes. Lots of books and research out there. I've got a bunch on the wall behind me too. Love to hear your thoughts on what you're doing in the mornings to get your day off to a great start. Click the link below and comment, and we'll talk soon.